Hi everybody, my name's Eli.
I'm Jason.
I'm Caden. I'm Jaden.
I'm Nicole.
And we're the Yahushua and the Torah YouTube channel.
And that was not very spunky. That's not very exciting, Eli. That sounds like you are sad. Are you sad?
And I'm just have a stuffy nose,
Oh,
a
you
little
have
bit cold.
You have a stuffy nose, a little bit of a cold, a little bit of the COVIDs.
Hopefully not.
Yes, the house cold rebranded. Let's begin. Thank you guys very, very much, our little digital family. Thank you guys very much for joining us and being a part of this little ecclesia. We would not be as happy as we are unless we had you guys here, and we are truly blessed by having this tiny ecclesia. And today is a dog bath day. Is everybody looking forward to a dog bath day?
No.
No one? No drum rolls for dog bath days?
No.
No. Hey, you know what? Your Gram, she says you guys have the best drum roll anywhere. She loves your drum rolls, and that's only something that a grandma would say. And so we love you, Gram. Thank you for being part of our family and hanging out with all of us and all of you guys out there. You guys are all our family. You guys are our brothers. You guys are our sisters, because that's what Messiah Yahushua said. Today is a Thursday on the Gregorian calendar. It is the 7th day on our Creator's calendar. It is the 5th day of this week. It is the 9th month of the Creator's calendar, and tomorrow is a preparation day. All right. One thing I want to go into real quick. We do have a spunky, funky little group over on Telegram. Some people don't know how to get to Telegram. These instructions right here would be only if you had an Android device. We'll have to do another video on an Apple device and record it because I'm running on an Android. You guys could type in. So this is what you would do, and this is actually instructions for Phyllis and for anybody else who's trying to get to our little Telegram group. Up top right here, you just type telegram.org, telegram.org. That's in your browser. Open up like Chrome or Firefox or Safari or whatever it is, and type that in. When you make it to this, because I am an Android, I saw something like this. And so if you guys have an Android, these instructions are for you. If you don't, let me know what device you have in the comments, and I'll do one specifically for that. So you're just going to click on Telegram for Android right there. And then it will take you to this next little thing, and it says download Telegram. And Telegram, even though it's owned by a guy who is part of the World Economic Forum, and all those people are pretty much sold out Satanists, Telegram is probably the last place other than 153news.net that you will actually have censorship-free content. They do censor a little bit on Telegram, but nowhere near like they do on YouTube. BitChute is just a censorship hole. So anyway, you're gonna click download Telegram. When you do that, in the description, after you download this, there'll be like a little thing that you can install. Install it. Click on it. See if you can get it installed. If you're able to get it installed, all you need to do is look in the description on YouTube under the video where it says Telegram, and click that link. And it should pop you into Telegram. It should get you to where you need to go. And maybe I'll have Eli do a whole video on exactly from the beginning to the very end on a brand new Telegram account if that doesn't help people. So once you get there and you click on the link inside the description, it will pop up. And this is the Yahuwah and the Torah Telegram group right here. And there's 32 members in there. And it is a spunky, funky little group of very good people who are very, very awake, and they are it's a very, very good support group.
And on the bottom it has the join. You have to click on the join at the bottom.
Yes, so at the very bottom, when you guys click on that, at the bottom of it will say join. Click join, and that will get you guys into this, and you guys will be able to hang out with the rest of the crew. And again, it's a very good support group. Very, very nice ladies and guys that are there. And so here we are. We are in Lucas 11 today, and we will be going into our handy dandy split screen. We got it. Behold. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. All right, here we go. Luke 11. Anyone have anything? Any praise and worship? Anyone have anything awesome going on? I am thankful for the family that Yah has provided to me. Not just this immediate family, but my family of you guys that are out there, all our friends and family. We've met people that we literally consider brothers and sisters and family. And I am very, very, very thankful for my immediate family and for my extended family, which are you guys out there. Anyone else have anything?
The ability to smell. The ability of smelling things. Every day we use our nose to smell stuff and to tell us if it's good or bad.
Good or bad, is run away from it or get closer to it, right? Cinnamon rolls or foul smells that we should avoid. Okay, all right. Well, thank you guys very much. Let's get on Luke 11. We are looking for law, statutes, and commands of Messiah Yahushua. Who is Messiah Yahushua, gentlemen?
Jesus Christ, but that's not his name.
And who is he? Go on.
He is the Messiah. He is the Son of the Most High, and he was our Melchizedek priest.
Okay, and as a family, or I guess as individuals, what do you guys believe about the Torah? What is the Torah, and what are we doing right here?
I believe the Torah is good for all generations, and I believe that the Messiah was here to basically absolve us of our sins, but not do away with the Torah.
Yeah, and so the Torah is good to keep for all generations. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. And it will bless your life. It will enhance your life. It will give you a foundation for your life. And when you are in the Torah, life will become a lot better. It doesn't mean you will not have any kind of issues. It just means that life will be a lot better because you will be under the covenant of our Creator. And that's the best place to be. Okay, Luke 11. And it came to be, while he was praying in a certain place, as he ceased, one of his Talmudians said to him, Adonai, teach us to pray, as Yochanan also taught his Talmudim. And he said to them, okay, first of all, do we know what prayer John taught his Talmudim?
We have no idea. We never get anything. It's a mystery.
It is a mystery. That would be very interesting to know how Yochanan taught his people to pray.
Probably similar to what Yahushua was saying.
Yeah. And he said to them, when you pray, say, Our Father in the Shamayim, let your name be Kodesh. Let your reign come. Let your desire be done on earth as it is in the Shamayim. Okay. What do we make of this right here?
He's talking to the Father. He's like, that's how to open up to the prayer. You say, Our Father.
Yeah, and does it say, Our Father in the Shamayim, let your rapture happen? Our Father in heaven, let your rapture be fast? It doesn't say anything about a rapture or anything like that. It says, let your reign come. What does the reign of Elohim look like?
Well, it's a kingdom where he is ruling over the land, and there is...
Who is ruling over the land?
Yahushua.
Okay, and so when he's saying our Father in the Shamayim, and he says your reign come, is it the Father's reign or is it the Son's reign? Whose reign is this?
Technically, if Yahushua's ruling, it is Yahuwah's reign because Yahushua is doing what his Father has commanded him.
Yep. Okay. He continues on. Give us day by day our daily bread, and forgive us our sins, for we also forgive everyone who is indebted to us. And do not lead us into trial, but rescue us from the wicked one. And he said to them, Which of you shall have a friend, and go to him at midnight and say to him, Friend, lend me 3 loaves, since a friend of mine has come to me on his journey, and I have naught to put before him? Then the one inside answering says, Do not trouble me. The door is already locked, and my children with me are in bed. I am able to get up and give to you. So
should be unable. I am unable.
What did it say? Oh, I am unable. Did I say I am able?
I'm able.
Okay, yeah, that's my bad. I am unable to get up and give it to you. What kind of friend is this?
I don't think that's a friend. A friend should be there at all times. When you need a friend should be able to help you.
What's with the door being locked? Are we talking like some sort of like...
They have locking mechanisms of some sort.
Well, I mean, how hard is it to lock and unlock a door?
I don't know.
Well, this is laziness. This is like peak laziness.
Well, it could be back in the days. I mean, they could
be
have
like a bunch of wood.
Could have wood over there.
Or could do giant metal bars.
We know they didn't have the power drills and they couldn't screw something into the wall, so it wasn't something permanent.
I think it was something you probably slid or something in front of the door.
Yeah. So, but I mean, is this a huge thing to lock and unlock the door?
I don't think it is, honestly. I mean, humans are going to make the easiest way possible. They're not going to make the heaviest thing to open a door. They're going to make something simple they can work with. They're going to make it lighter. It's just something where he does not want to get up. He's sleeping.
Yeah, he's sleeping in the kids. I mean, why wouldn't we want to get his kids up? What is it with the kids? Why is he talking about this? What's this mean?
Maybe he has little kids, and when they go to sleep, it's hard for them to wake up.
As lazy as possible, I think, is like the thing here. Is like he doesn't want to get up. He don't want to get the kids up. He's going to let the guy starve. He just does not want to get up.
Well, here's the thing about kids. If you have young kids, when nighttime comes, the parents celebrate. Yay! The kids are finally asleep. When you have little kids, it's a lot of work. Little kids are a lot of work. I know there's a lot of families out there who have a lot of little kids, and you guys know what I'm saying. So, is there anything? I mean, he didn't want to wake the kids. He did not want to open the door, and he doesn't sound like he's a very good friend. Okay, 8. I say to you, if he does not get up and give to him because he is his friend, he shall get up and give him as many as he needs because of his persistence. So that's one way.
Just keep banging on the door.
The squeaky wheel gets the oil. Either he comes out in a flying rage and gives you what you want and leave me alone. Or you keep banging at the door.
NIV says shameless audacity.
Shameless audacity. Yeah, I guess that would be shameless audacity to keep knocking on the door.
At that point, it's time to go find new friends.
That's interesting. His persistence is in one translation, and needless audacity is in the other one. Shameless audacity. Yeah.
Mine says shameless persistence.
Shameless persistence. Yeah, and I mean, I guess you would feel bad knocking on someone's door, but hey, you know what? Get some food out, folks. Okay, 9. And I say to you, ask, and it shall be given to you. Seek, and you shall find. Knock, and it shall be opened to you. For everyone who asking receives, and he who is seeking finds, and to him who is knocking it shall be opened. Okay? What do we make of this, guys? Seek and you shall find, knock and it will be opened to you. What is he saying on this?
He says basically you just need to ask and you will receive.
Always?
Not always immediately.
Why?
Because there's a plan for everything. I mean, if you got everything instantaneous, there'd be no point in everything.
Yeah, and if it is not in the will of our Creator, we can ask and ask and ask and ask, and it's never going to happen. It has to be in the will of our Creator for this to be the right way forward. Okay, 11. And what father among you, whose son asks for bread, shall give him a stone? Or if he asks for a fish, shall give him a snake instead of a fish? Or if he asks for an egg, shall give him a scorpion? All right, kids, have I ever given you a stone instead of bread?
Not that I know of.
Mom gave you a nail in the bread one time, but I think that was your guys' fault. Wasn't that a fencing nail that ended up in the muffins? Yep. Somehow the kids, I don't know how they ended up emptying their pockets over Mom's cooking, but somehow they ended up with a fencing nail into the thing. So, but that's a different situation. Okay, so what would you imagine, guys? You guys come out and you guys ask your mother for food all the time. You're like, hey, I'm hungry, Mama. Mama, I'm hungry. What do we have, Mama? And she's like, here's a reptile. And she hands you a snake. What would you think?
All right. Well, this isn't normal.
Thanks, Mom. What do you want me to do with a snake? Okay, so do parents do that, or do good parents, or do people who I guess, do anybody who has a soul or a conscience at all, do they give you a scorpion instead of an egg?
I don't think so.
We have that old neighbor. He's come over a few times asking us for eggs. Have we ever given him a scorpion?
Not yet.
No, you don't do that. It's evil. Okay, 13. If you then, being wicked, know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more shall your Father from Shamayim give the Ruach HaKodesh to those asking him? Huge promises, right? Huge promises. Understand, folks, our daddy, our Abba, our Father is the one who knows our hunger. He knows our tiredness. He knows our pain. He knows our depression. He knows our sorrow. He knows our sadness. He knows it all, right? He knows everything, right? And he loves you. He cares about you. He is entrenched into your life, hoping that you are entrenched into his life. And how are you entrenched into the life of our Creator?
By doing what he says to do, by obeying his commands.
Obeying his
seeking him out.
Commands, absolutely. Okay, 14. And he was casting out a demon, and it was dumb. And it came to be, when the demon had gone out, that the dumb spoke, and the crowds marveled. Okay, so is this guy on a blackboard doing mathematics, and he can't figure out the math problem, or is he not able to speak?
He's not able to speak.
Oh, okay, sorry. So we're not talking like this guy can't do math problems. We're talking like he is unable to speak, but he also has a demon as well, right? So this is yet more stuff about demons. We knew that demons are able to throw you into fire. They're able to... What are the qualifications of a demon, folks? What do we know that they can do to us?
They can harm us.
Afflict us, harm us. What else?
Give us evil energy, evil thoughts, negativity.
What do you think, Eli?
Yeah, they'd give
you
all
sleeping?
those things. No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, petting my dog.
Oh, okay. Looks like you're sleeping. Okay, what else on the demons, Eli?
They are able to make them like scream.
Scream. They can make people speak.
They also make you super strong.
Super strong or extremely violent. But it probably is strong. The guy was able to break his chains off.
No one can hold him. He's always wandering around.
Yeah, we know that he flips kids into the fire. Cuts them. So we know that
they don't like being lonely.
They froth at the mouth. Yeah, they don't like being lonely either, do they? No. Yeah, so
they need a host or something.
They need a host. Yeah, they need a host. And we get more into that here and some interesting stuff here. Okay.
15.
15. But some of them said, he casts out demons by Beelzebub, the ruler of the demons. And others were seeking from him a sign from the Shemaim. More signs. They need more signs, these people. And he, knowing their thoughts, said to them, every reign divided against itself is laid waste, and a house against a house falls.
So do you think do you think Yahushua was able to read their minds, like some sort of like psychic ability, or was he just like he just knew what they were thinking?
Well, that is a very interesting thought, because we can, as human beings, that is the power of our Creator, is face motions, stuff like emotions on our face. I could tell how your mom is feeling simply by watching her. Just look across the room. I can see all of that, right? And so we can obviously figure out how bad humans have it, or the demeanor of people, or how broken they are by simple observations. But I believe that Messiah Yahushua was able to hear them. There's several times when he started up conversations with them, and it's like he knew what they were thinking, or Yah provided their thoughts to him, or something of the sort.
I wonder how many times that just freaked him out. It just really unnerved them.
Unnerved them and unnerved him. I mean, here's the problem. If you guys could actually read people's minds, you would be probably extremely offended. You would be extremely offended. As this guy's sitting here smiling at you, looking at you, and this guy's going, well, this guy looks like he's a fatty. And you're sitting there and he's smiling at you, and this guy just called me a fatty. You know, you probably wouldn't, you're like, wow, well, you're smiling at me, but yet you're calling me names. That's the thing, right? It doesn't become open until we lay words to it. So anyone have any other, anyone think Messiah Yahushua, can he read minds, or is he just picking up on perceptions of people?
Yeah, I think he's extremely perceptive.
You think he's perceptive?
I think so.
He doesn't have
I
any...
think he has some powers that, like where the Ruach could provide him with, like thoughts, or like, hey, you gotta think of this, you need to say this.
All right, Eli, I got one perceptive and one thought reading. What do you think?
I think it's thought reading.
You think it's thought reading, Nicole? Okay, so we got three to
Because it always says
one.
knowing their thoughts.
Knowing their thoughts, yeah, and it could be.
You can look at someone and know what they're thinking.
That is true. That is very, very true. That is the power of our Creator's creations. Okay, I don't know. We don't know. Okay, going back to where it says a house against a house falls. Does this happen in our house?
The house doesn't like physically fall, but it's more like a spiritual or mental.
That is not what it's saying, right? A house against a house falls. What is it? What does it mean by house when it's talking about a house?
Like a family or people.
A family, right? Does a house against a house fall, or do we thrive as a family?
We fall.
What happens when we're divided against ourselves? What begins the fall of the house here in our house? I think it starts with like arguing and contention, and it just goes on, and eventually it ends up where everybody has a bad attitude and everybody really doesn't want to be picked on. Because what I've noticed a lot is that as brothers, you guys will, I don't know what's the word, crucify each other, where you would not do that to people outside of your own brotherhood. And when we start going down that road of you guys bickering and getting on each other's nerves, the house gets wild for a while, and we have to stop it, and we have to get everybody back on track. And I truly believe what he says: a house divided against itself will fall, and that is exactly a very good message. 18. So if Satan also is divided against himself, how shall his reign stand? Because you say, I cast out demons by Beelzebul. Now, if I cast out demons by Beelzebul, by whom do your sons cast them out? Because of this, they shall be your judges. Okay, what is he saying here?
So basically he's saying these people are going to be judged by the demons.
Judged by the demons or judged by the kids? I mean, it says, now if I cast out demons by Beelzebub, by whom do your sons cast them out? He's talking about their sons.
So basically, because he's saying that he's from Yahuwah, he's like, if you guys say since I'm from Yahuwah, and you guys say you're from Yahuwah, who are you guys casting the demons out with? Are you guys with Beelzebub as well? Is what he's asking.
Yeah, because of this, they shall be your judges. And so, is it the demons being the judges, or their sons being their judges?
I think their sons, because the sons are casting him out with Yahuwah as well. So I think it's the sons will be the judges. The sons are more righteous, and the parents don't die for the sons
sins, the sons don't die for the parents' sins.
Yeah, 20. But if I cast out demons by the finger of Elohim, then the reign of Elohim has come upon you. When a strong man, having been well armed, watches over his own court, his possessions are in peace. But when a stronger than he comes upon him and overcomes him, he takes from him all his armor in which he trusted and divides his booty. He who is not with me is against me, and he who does not gather with me scatters. Okay, what is this saying? He who is not with me is against me, and he who does not gather with me scatters.
Basically, if you're not winning soul of Yahushua, you're basically setting people astray. If you're not with him, you're against him. You can't say, I'm not for God, or I'm not with Satan or anything. I'm in the middle right now. I don't believe. There's on and off. There is no middle ground, and no matter how you want to play it, because in the end of the day, the middle ground, Yahushua's going to say, I never knew you were with Satan all along, even though you didn't want to be. You were with Satan because you didn't accept me.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, 24. When the unclean spirit goes out of a man, he goes through dry places, seeking rest. And finding none, he says, I shall return to my house from which I came. And when he comes, he finds it swept and decorated. Then he goes and takes with him 7 other spirits, more wicked than himself. And they enter and dwell there. And the last of that man becomes worse than the first. Okay? We've talked about this before, but this is more the qualifications of what demons are and what they do. And a lot of people do not understand the spiritual warfare that we are all under, that a demon can literally leave and go, get a whole bunch of other spirits and bring them back into you. And this is scary things that everybody needs to understand, is that we are prone to demon possession. Without the Ruach HaKodesh, without the Torah, without the faith of Messiah Yahushua, we are completely prone to demons. And even then, I believe that we can slip, and I do believe that they will fight us, they will get on us, they will work for depression, they will work for all of this stuff. And it feels like sometimes one demon's, I don't know, it feels like they bring back a whole pile of them and things are worse. Okay, 27. And it came to be, as he was saying this, a certain woman from the crowd raised her voice and said to him, Baruch is the womb that bore you, and the breasts which you nursed on. But he said, Baruch rather are those hearing the word of Yahuwah and keeping it. Wow. So somebody just says that Messiah Yahushua's mother is the bomb, right? And this is something for the Catholic religion, because the Catholics will actually pray to Mary, and that is their intercessory for prayer. They pray to Mary that Mary will go take their message to Messiah Yahushua, or take the message to Yah, when in this same chapter it tells us how to pray, Our Father who art in heaven. So what do you think? I mean, listen to this. He says, Baruch are those, blessed rather are those hearing the word of Yahuwah and keeping it. What does keeping the word of Yahuwah mean?
Well, it's not the prophets. We can't keep the words of the prophets. We can remember them, but we can't do them. We can't do what the kings did. So it's got to be the Torah. That is what we can keep. That is what we can do.
Yeah, and it says those who are hearing the word of Yahuwah. The word of Yahuwah is what, folks?
The Torah.
The Torah. And keeping it. And keeping it. That's what Messiah Yahushua says. So if you are a Christian and your job is, your religion is that you're supposed to be a follower of Christ, our Messiah says that you should be keeping the Torah. That means you should be obeying it. Obedience should be what you are doing. And while the crowds were thronging, he began to say, This generation is wicked. It seeks a sign, and no sign shall be given it except the sign of Jonah, the Nabi. For as Jonah became a sign to the Ninevites, so also the Ben of Adam shall be to this generation. The sovereignness of the south shall rise up in the judgment with the men of this generation and shall condemn them. For she came from the ends of the earth to hear the wisdom of Shalom, and look, a greater than Shalom is here. The men of Nineveh shall rise up in the judgment with this generation and condemn it, for they repented at the preaching of Jonah. And look, a greater than Jonah is here. And no one, when he has lit a lamp, puts it in a hidden place or under a basket, but on a lampstand, that those who come in shall see the light. The lamp of the body is the eye. Therefore, when your eye is good, all your body also is enlightened. But when your eye is evil, your body also is darkened. See to it, therefore, that the light which is in you is not darkness. Okay, I want to touch on this, and I would like to say, that I believe there are major things that we can see that we cannot undo that will rip our soul to shreds. It is probably not a reason for damnation, but it is a thing that you can get off on the track. And if you are into things such as pornography, if you are into pornography, you're taking your eyes and you are destroying your soul. It takes 5 seconds at looking at a naked being and you are plagued for your life. You are plagued for your entire being. You will never undo the vision that you can see. Even if you don't remember it 5 minutes afterwards, it is implanted in your brain. It is implanted in your mind, and it will replay in your mind. When you guys are looking at pornography, you are destroying the mate and the soulmate that you should have for life. When you find a woman or you find a man and you have partaken in pornography, you have destroyed your chances at a great marriage. You have seen stuff and you've looked at stuff that is not real. It is not reality. These people that are in pornography are ridden with diseases. They're ridden with sexual desires of evil, horrible sins. These people are on their way to hell. And when you partake in this, you are ruining your soul. So make sure that you see to it, therefore, the light which is in you is not darkness. Pornography is darkness. 36, if then all your body is enlightened, having no part of dark, all shall be enlightened, as when the bright shining of a lamp gives you light. But I will also say that if then your body is darkened, having no part of the light, everything you have will be darkened. And so when you guys are partaking in things of that, and pornography is only one. There's many, many, many other things that will destroy you, and it only takes one, which is why if you guys are, whoever's listening to this, if you are young and you are going out in this real world, dress, put your clothes completely on. Don't look like the world. Don't smell like the world. Don't be a looking like a whore like the rest of the world. Everyone, men and women, that you guys need to dress up and keep your clothes on, and do not let others keep looking at that. Okay. As he spoke, a certain Pharisee asked him to dine with him. So he went in and sat down to eat. And when the Pharisee saw it, he marveled that he did not first wash before dinner. Okay, the Pharisee was the guy. These guys had ritualistic washing of the hands, right? They have special sinks. The Jews have special sinks, and you go and you put your hands in the water one time, and you have a cup on the left side, you have a cup on the right side. You can do a whole bunch of ceremonial stuff, and you wash it like 5 or 6 times before you ever walk in, and you touch something that's dirty, and you've just got your hands dirty again. So Messiah Yahushua did not wash his hands. We're in good company, folks. Okay, and the add-on said to him, now you Pharisees make the outside of the cup and dish clean, but your inward part is filled with greed and wickedness. Mindless ones. Did not he who made the outside make the inside also?
Why do you think he said they're filled with greed?
Filled with greed.
Is it because they're just always after money, after their donations, or their tithing? Is that what it is, or there's something else with the washing of hands that leads to greed?
This is what I have come to conclude. And it's not, I guess it's not everybody, but the majority of anybody who is in religion at all screws and rips off the people. They rip the people off with their tithes, with their money, they make a living preaching the word of Yah. It doesn't matter. We ran into people down here who were Torah keepers, and they started soliciting, they were charging the people coming to their little tiny ecclesia tithing. They thought they were part of the Levites. They really thought they were Levitical priests, and they had the power to charge people tithes. And they didn't just charge people, they forced people to pay them. We got into that grift a long time ago, and we had to bust that too. But as far as anything with religion goes, it has to do with greed. Every single person on TV for years and years and years that preaches on TV, these people are loaded. They are rich. They have planes. Like, remember that Kenneth Copeland guy, or that one demon guy?
Yeah.
Kenneth Copeland. He had like 5 or 6 jets. It was huge amounts. Personal jets, private jets. They're all demons. So yeah, Kate, greed. He probably said that because they're all greedy. And yeah, I don't have an answer to that, but I would imagine that is so. 42. But woe to you. 41? Thanks, Jade. But give in kindness of that which is within, and see, all are cling to you. Okay, so he went into this and says, give in kindness of that which is within, What is within?
The inside, your inside heart, your soul, your heart.
Your love, yeah. And if you give kindness of within, that's what this is about. This is about loving our neighbor. This is about loving them and not ripping people off with tithes and having people donate to you and making your living off of this, because I have never found one single preacher or one person who is ever in this that money has not become everything. Boss Clan will never, ever, ever take donations. We will never, ever, ever take anything. The one and only time I ever asked for a donation, we ended up getting a book scanner, and now all of our channels are getting knocked out. So to the brother who hooked us up with a book scanner, we love you, brother. Thank you so much. And we are proud to be doing this job and having all of our channels at danger because of this. And again, we're not after subs. We're not after any of this. We're after getting the word of Yah out free of charge to anybody who wants to listen. Okay. Where are we at?
We are on 43.
43. Woe to you, Pharisees, because you love the best seats in the congregations and the greetings in the marketplaces. Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, because you are like the unseen tombs, and the men walking over them do not know. I find that fascinating, right? I found that really fascinating. Like, you could just be walking on a piece of ground, and underneath of you is all the dead, right? And these are what they're talking about, right? They're walking on dead bones. The Talmud and the Talmudic stuff and the Pharisaical Judaism, it's all dead. That's what it is, and they're walking over it. 45. And one of those learned in the Torah answering said to him, "Teacher, when you say this, you insult us too."
Oh man, the way he responded to this is.
But he didn't realize that of course he was insulting them. Okay, 46. And he said, "Woe to you also. You learned in the Torah because you load men with burdens hard to bear, and you yourselves do not touch the burdens with one of your fingers."
So not only did he say woe to the Pharisees, but then this other guy came up and said, "Hey, I'm feeling a little offended here." He goes, "Woe to you then as well."
Yeah.
You should be woed too.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, people don't understand, he's not talking about the Torah being a burden. He is talking about the other 25 books, the Talmud, that have hundreds, if not thousands of other laws. There's like hundreds of laws just to keep Shabbat they have, right? They can't flip their lights on. They can't rip toilet paper, right?
Sit in darkness.
Yes, sit in darkness. The people are actually will sit in darkness all night and all day waiting because that's what they think rest is supposed to be. It's tremendous amounts of burdens. And Messiah Yahushua was like, you don't even touch these burdens with one of your fingers, but yet you make everybody else do them. Okay, 47. Woe to you, because you build the tombs of the Nebiim, and your fathers killed them. So you bear witness that you approve of the works of your fathers, because they indeed killed them, and you build their tombs. And because of this, the wisdom of Elohim said, I shall send them Nebiim and emissaries, and some of them they shall kill and persecute, so that the blood of all the Nebiim, which was shed from the foundation of the world, shall be required of this generation. From the blood of Hebel to the blood of Zechariah, who perished between the altar and the Mishkan. Yes, I say to you, it shall be required of this generation. Woe to you learned in the Torah, because you took away the key of knowledge. You did not enter in yourselves, and those who were entering in you hindered. Wow. So
stop others from learning the Torah.
Yeah.
It's like the Talmud. If anybody tries to learn the Torah that is outside of Judaism, they will kill them. That is literally their law, is to kill that person.
Yep, and that's why I think the Jews are, we'll just let them be okay with the 10 Commandments, but they can't have the rest of the Torah, because that's only for the special people. Well, my friends, you guys are the special people, because you guys are able to have your eyes open and your ears open. And so, 53. And as he was saying this to them, the scribes and the Pharisees began to oppose him fiercely and draw him out on many subjects, watching him and seeking to catch somewhat from his mouth so as to accuse him.
So there's a lot of other subjects we didn't get. We probably never got.
Yeah, we don't get a lot of this stuff. Fortunately, we get a whole bunch of writings of Brother Shaul, and Brother Shaul's writings aren't so great compared to the rest of this stuff. And I'm not discounting Brother Shaul's writings, but the guy writes very badly, very, very badly. And so a lot of people are led astray. A lot of people have been duped. A lot of people think the laws of Yah are no more and that they can do whatever they want because it's just too hard to keep these laws. And I will tell you firsthand, the laws of Yah are easy to keep, very, very super simple. Unless you're an evil person, then it might be very hard. Okay, anyone else have anything?
Tonight is Youth for God.
Youth for Yah tonight. The final one.
Final chapter.
Final one. This is the grand finale.
Final chapter priors, and this is a great chapter for women and girls.
Women and girls, but it's presented by some boys.
Yeah.
So are you going to be able to present this right?
I think so.
Yeah, guest star.
You need a guest star. Mom refuses. She's too shy. It took me 20 years to even get her on camera to begin with, and now it's like I get her every once in a while. She'll squeak on the thing, but she really isn't going to be leading a charge by any means. So I guess you guys are on your own, and
I think hopefully the Grand will be there to join us.
hopefully the Grand, yeah,
she can join us with that one.
Yeah. So all right, guys, that is it. Thank you guys very, very much. Much love to everybody out there, and we will see you again.
All right, Shalom.